Yo, yo, what's up, good people? It is your boy Jarrell Jackson, better known as Life Coach Jarrell, and welcome to Evolving with Life Coach Jarrell. First off, I want to say shout out and hugs, kisses, dabs, side hugs, however we introduce ourselves, head nods, whatever it may be. I want to say what's up to all of the evolvers out there. If you are an evolver, we got to come up with some type of hand movement or hand gesture. A part of me wants to raise the roof, but I know that I will be completely judged and completely unfollowed and xed out of the community. So we are not going to raise the roof. But if you happen to raise the roof when you hear this and I call out the evolvers, don't tell nobody. I won't judge you. The others might. But yeah. Hoping that everyone has had an amazing day. Hoping that all is well. I know that a lot of you guys are probably like, man, we didn't get a podcast for like the last 2 weeks, man. What's going on? What's the real? What you got going on? Just trust and believe that I always have content coming for you guys. Sometimes, I may not record in a week. I may just need the downtime to focus on me, to relax, to regroup, to reset, right? So don't feel personally attacked or hurt in your heart if there is a week or two where there is not an episode, but just know that I will be back. I'm honestly so proud of myself because I started this evolution of my podcast journey the beginning of this year. And honestly, guys, I think 17 episodes in. Usually with me, 17 episodes is probably all you'll get for the year. But like we're 17 episodes in, I think this is going to be episode 18. So I am looking forward to continuing throughout the summer, the fall. And one thing that you guys will learn about me is I usually do one like ending podcast for the year to wish everyone well and the best. And sometimes it's usually around the Christmas time because everybody's regrouping and getting themselves together and working on that process of rebranding. And I guarantee you, all of my influencers, YouTubers, podcasters, dreamers, whatever the case may be, what that energy is like the end of the year when you are trying to um, kind of settle yourself down, look at the residue of what's left out of the good and bad things that may have happened to you throughout the year, and then you're also going through that phase of what is this next year going to look like? How am I rebranding myself? We all do the workout challenge. We all do I'm gonna go to the gym. We look, been there, done that. We all set those New Year's resolutions, but sometimes they don't stick. But then maybe that's a way or an opportunity for us to maybe go about it a different way. So those are just a couple of things that you guys will need to just be aware of when it comes down to the podcast. It is actually 11:03 p.m. at night, and I know y'all are like, Jarrell, what are you doing podcasting? Let me tell you something. When I am in my zone and I'm in my vibe and I have my tea, the temperature's right, I have my lights going on in my place. Sometimes I am in a podcast heavy vibe and a flow, right? So what I do, I record content. So I got my tea with me. I have some. This is some tangerine zinger tea by Celestial. So I'm gonna try this really quick. Oh, that's good. That's good. One thing about me, I always know the right amount of honey to put in my tea. But I also like to do like certain different things. Like if this tea right now, like it's a tangerine tea. Um, I think I have like a sumo orange in my refrigerator. Tomorrow morning, since this is gonna probably be very, very invigorating, it's gonna wake me up. I'm gonna squeeze some of that sumo orange in there with the real, of course, the tangerine and a little honey, and I'm gonna see how that goes. But I think it'll be really good. I'd really like to mix this tea with like a tangerine mint. That would be like so dope. Hmm. There is nothing like a cup of tea to end the night and to start the morning. So yeah. Just some like fun facts about me. I'm not a coffee drinker, right? But sometimes I will do like a frappuccino, or I may do like an iced coffee or a mocha, especially if it's done really good. So lately, I've been kind of like trying like little cold brews, little coffees and stuff. And I went to Harris Teeter and got caramel macchiato and a vanilla something, um, like a cold brew that you can just pour over ice in the morning. They taste pretty good. I don't really need that super hit of caffeine or anything like that for me. Just kind of like the hint of a little chocolate or a little coffee does me well. Um, I see. I don't know what it is. Like I'm not a breakfast person, so I it's very rare that you'll see me eating like hash browns, sausage, and potatoes, and pancakes and bacon. Not like at 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Maybe 11, 12, even in the afternoon and night. But like early in the morning, I have to be extremely hungry to eat breakfast. Had a little bit too much fun the night before, and I'm starving. But other than that, yeah, I'm just not a breakfast person. So for me, having like a cappuccino is my jam though. Like I don't know if I got some cappuccino lovers out there, but if I do, shout out to my cappuccino lovers. But cappuccino is my jam. And then after cappuccino, it's just like little iced coffees or chai latte over almond, like honey almond milk or something like that. But I'm just more of a tea drinker. That's my jam as well. So I've purchased these little Starbucks coffee creamers, and not creamers but coffee drinks, and I'm hoping that it will just give me like um, that extra kick to feel like I am really clocking into somebody's job and I'm handling business. Like I want to feel important, right? I want to feel that Monday grind that a lot of people have when they wake up in the morning and they're just trying to get the day together. They're trying to hope and pray that this day is not the worst. They have to really get focused. Like I guess my Mondays never give that. My Mondays give every bit of okay. So what we doing today? Like so I don't have that heavy stress or that heavy mind traffic about Mondays. So it's like I need the iced coffees to make me feel busy, to make me feel like okay, it's time to get the day started, it's time to get motivated. That may sound weird, but I'm one person where I love to feel like energies or moments or um something that I feel like represents what I'm talking about. Like a prime example, like on the movie The Devil Wears Prada. You know how everybody was chilling and just like, okay, yeah, whatever. But you know when they heard that Miranda was coming, everybody like got their shit together. They got in line. They was like, oh, we gotta pull it together. Like no games to be played. Like that's what I want. Like me making a sip of coffee in the morning or a cappuccino or a frappuccino. That's what I want when I take that first sip. I want my body to feel like it's like we are in work mode, we're in power mode. Let's knock some things out today, Jarrell, and get focused and move on about our day. So that's kind of in a sense like what I'm wanting to feel, how I'm hoping things will be. So yeah. But also, and y'all gonna shoot me, it's okay. I am so ready for daylight saving times like to end or come, whatever it does. Um, I'm just not a fan of winter. I'm of summer. I'm sorry. Like summer, I feel like summer just comes with too many freaking problems. Like you gotta bring sunscreen. You get sunburned. Like you sweat. You're musty. Your clothes stick to you. Like everybody has an attitude when it's summertime. Like you gotta drink all of this extra water and like people drive crazy in the summertime. People just lose their minds in the summertime. So, everybody's concert heavy in the summertime. So a lot of places are congested. A lot of places are like busy, right? And for me, I can't handle or tolerate all of that like summer foolery. So give me fall and winter. I love when things start to slow down a bit, right? You can feel it in the air. You know that one morning you wake up to go check the mailbox. If you smoke cigarettes, you go to hit your cigarette outside or something like that, or to let the dog out, or have your first sip of coffee, or to pick up the newspaper, or to take your kids to the bus stop, whatever it is, right? And you know, like you walk outside, and it's like you're like, oh, like it feel good, but it's a little chilly. And it's like you just see a few leaves on the ground and you just automatically start to smell like someone burning wood from a chimney that has that hickory smoke smell like for fall and winter. And it's like that moment for me lets me know like, okay, things are about to start slowing down. Things are about to come to their end. Energy is now getting ready to need the ability to rest and to like recharge. So for me, that's what cappuccino and coffee and tea is for me every morning because I'm always ready to stay in my robe. When my robe, how many of my evolvers out there, y'all love your robe? Like I'm very much so cool at this age now, staying in my robe or putting on a huge oversized sweater and some sweats, man, and a good playlist in my ear, like some Robert Glasper or a good jazz session or a good cafe lo-fi music or just a nice jam session, right? None of the rumbunctious off the wall, like none of the hood stuff, but just something that's very, very fallish, right? That's where I am and what I like. And for me, I live on the penthouse floor. So for me, daylight saving times and summer, right? Seeing the sun set and seeing all of these beautiful colors like pink and orange and purple and lavenders and like tones of brown and like just being able to see that, but then also see it in the fall, but then have that crisp breeze, the leaves, and seeing people wearing apple bottom jeans and boots with furs and shit. You, or those little looking for the goody Sierra boots that y'all used to wear that I absolutely hated, right? But it's like you just know that fall and winter are on their way. So yeah, that was just like I guess Jarrell and the Weather Channel. I guess I'm a meteorologist now. This just like little ways of y'all just getting to know me more, understanding my thought process because there are a few things that I don't like that people love and they side eye me, crucify me, and drill me to the cross when they find out that I don't like certain things. But let's be real, let's be honest. Us as people, we all do that. Somebody can be like, "Oh, I don't like spaghetti." Oh my God, you don't like spaghetti? What's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with me. I just don't like spaghetti, right? And sometimes it's like that way with music. There are certain artists that people are like, this person is number one and da 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 da. And when they ask me my opinion, I'm like, yeah, I don't get into their music. I don't listen to them. And they're like, oh my God, like you must be crazy. And this is like, no. Uh I just like what I like. So that's that. So this tea is really good, man. I kind of feel like Wendy Williams. What she say? The tea is exceptionally well today. Yeah. So I was just kind of sitting here thinking while I was just chilling, and I was thinking about, of course, my favorite movie, Eat, Pray, Love. I love that movie. I watch it every year on New Year's Eve because it is my reset movie. I've also read the book. I 100% love the movie and the book Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. If you have not seen the movie, man, please, please, please check it out. Check it out where you ain't got nobody distracting you. It's a very, very good self help book. And you have to be in a place in your life where you're like, okay, I've done everything. It's not working out. I need help. And it is a movie that will completely, and if you like books, they will change your life if you are ready to open your eyes and see some things. So I always brag on them. So in the movie, she goes to Italy, Rome, Italy. She goes to India and she goes to Bali. And I remember always telling myself the first time I saw that movie and I saw how things just turned around for her in Bali, I was like, I'm gonna go to Bali. I'm gonna go to Bali. I'm gonna go to Bali. And so I remember reading this book, another great book by this guy named Kute Blackson. That's Kute Blackson, Blackson. He wrote this book called You Are the One. And I remember the first line of the book saying, "No one is coming to save you." And I was like, ouch. Like, why you not gonna be upside my head like that, right? Shout out to Ku Blackson. And in the book, Ku Blackson does a Bali retreat where he takes a group of people, he takes their cell phones away from them. He makes them basically like live the true life um, in Bali, to be down with the people, to understand where they come from, to be more appreciative. And he gives them these tasks to complete to break their moments or areas in their life where there's fear. So I remember telling myself, like, oh, I want to go on this Bali retreat. I want to go on this Bali retreat. I want to go on this Bali retreat. Fast forward, didn't go on the Bali retreat, any of that, right? That had to be about 2000 and 14, 15, 16, somewhere around there, 14, 15, 16, maybe 17, right? So maybe 18, somewhere in between there. So I remember telling myself, like, one of these days I'm going to get to Bali. Fast forward all the way until 2025. I just went to Bali as a 40th birthday trip for myself. And if you guys have been listening to the Off the Grid series, so this is Evolving with Life Coach Jarrell, but this series of my life that I'm going through right now is called Off the Grid. Just go back and listen to all of the previous episodes, and I explain what Off the Grid is for me. So I'm not gonna go through all of that. So anyway, yeah, I realized that in 2025, like, I took my ass all the way to Bali. I had my Eat, Pray, Love moment, right? And so I remember we went to Monkey Forest, and Monkey Forest was like really, really nice. And it was like this forest where these monkeys, they roam around free. Like, they are in front of you, they're in trees, they got their little families walking across the street. Some of the monkeys are bad, some of the monkeys are good. You just got to take your chances and be prayed up. And you got to be like Candy Burris. You got to fly above all the drama. I fly above. I fly above. That's for all my Real Housewives of Atlanta fans out there. If y'all watch RHOA, y'all know Candy. I fly above all the trouble. but uh, but yeah. So I remember when I was in Bali and we were in Monkey Forest, I asked the tour guide. Shout out to Anga. That was our tour guide over there. Shout out to Anga and Guns. Guns was our driver. Shout out to y'all, man. Um, I was like, man, I was like, what part of Bali did they film Eat, Pray, Love? And he was like, everybody always come here to Bali and ask this question. And when we tell them the answer, they are so shocked and surprised. And I was like, what? Like, that's not a real place? It's fake? He was like, no, it's real. He was like, you're in it. And I was like, huh? He was like, when they filmed the movie Eat, Pray, Love, they shut down Monkey Forest for like maybe 2 or 3 months so that they could shoot the movie Eat, Pray, Love, and the scene where she was with Katut, and going through the flea market where she was getting the food and stuff, or the fresh market, county market, whatever it was. So he was like, so you are in the actual place where they filmed Eat, Pray, Love. And man, I literally like just stopped and I had to soak that in, because I'm like, I just knew Katut wasn't living no more. If you've watched the movie and read the book, you get it. But I was like, I just wanted to know like where Katut was. And it's just like to just be in that area of where he was, and to also learn the history that there actually was a real Katut Lier. So learned his backstory, learned about who he was, and just learned more about the culture. And that just made me feel good. Like, man, I am really living my Eat, Pray, Love moment. You know, moments where I woke up in the morning. Uh, I just looked outside. I looked at the beach. I watched the sun come up. I journaled. I recorded podcasts. Like, I was just in my element when I went to Bali. Man, Bali was just freaking life changing. It's like the moment I got over into Bali, and I spent one day there and sweated a lot because it feels like a straight sauna over there, but met good people and got around the culture. I felt like something just pulled every doubt, every worry, every fear, every level of stress that I had, right? Just pulled it out of me. So I realized that I had that great time on the Bali trip, but I also realized that in the movie she went to India, and I didn't realize that I had like a whole 10 hour. We had a 10 hour layover in India, 10 hour and 52 minutes, um, and we were in Delhi, India, and I did not enjoy myself in Delhi, India. Like I did not. I was ready to go. Felt uncomfortable. It was a whole. It was just. I didn't like the energy. I'll just say that. And I remember how hard of a time in the movie and in the book Liz had in Eat, Pray, Love when she went to India. It was like her roughest time. And I was like, I get it, Liz. I get it. Like, I don't ever want to come over here ever again. So I always laugh at that. Um, when I think about like, dang, like I've been to two out of the three places in Eat, Pray, Love. And so the next place is Rome, Italy. And I'm looking to possibly go to Rome, Italy next year. Uh to complete my Eat, Pray, Love tour run, I'm on tour right now and giving all of these hits and these singles and signing these books and whatever. No, but yeah, I'm probably looking to go there for my next trip and just experience it because life is really, really, really too short, and you got to live it to the fullest because you don't know when the day is going to be your last. But I've made it up in my mind that I am not going to allow anybody or anything to overwork me, and I'm not going to overwork myself. When my body says, hey, sit down, take a moment, you're tired, I'm doing that. When the body says, hey, you need to get up, go outside, get some sunlight, maybe hang around people, recharge, like listen to my body and do that. You know, things are just gonna start getting better and they're gonna start getting stronger from here. And I just want everybody to once again trust and believe in themselves, man, and just have faith and just know that you can live the life that you want to live. You can have the things that you want to have. Look, you have to learn how to be disciplined. You have to learn how to manifest. You have to learn how to speak those affirmations, right? Everything that I spoke about in Eat, Pray, Love, and I Want My Moment, I've been having it nonstop, and I can honestly say it's been one hell of a ride, and I'm loving it. So speak that peace into your life. Speak that that evolution or evolvement or evolving in your life. Like get it together. Uh, if I got any India Ivory fans out there, she got a song called "Get It Together." Yeah, we gotta all learn how to get it together. You know, get back on your practices. Get back on those things that you used to do that really centered you and that kept you in a place of enjoyment and fulfillment. Like some of us have gotten away from our practices. Like start back lighting that candle in the morning. Start back like putting your phone on do not disturb and reading your scriptures before you start the day. Start, you know, doing that full skin routine in the morning, brewing your tea or brewing your coffee, whatever, and listening to your music and just or journaling. Like figure out what that thing is that you stopped doing that was really, really, really working for you, and I want you to pick that back up and start back doing that thing because it brought you so much happiness and it brought you so much joy. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. This was just kind of like a little chit chat session where we just kind of talked about some different things. So now you guys know that I am more of a tea drinker, but I like tea and certain cappuccinos because of how they make me feel. Y'all also learned about the weather, like my seasons that I like and why I like them. And y'all also know um, how I like to chill, like how I like to listen to my body, as well as being extremely serious about Bali. So, yeah, this Off the Grid series, once again, it's going to be very deep. It's going to be very personal. Um, and I am looking for more ways to connect with you guys. So to all my evolvers out there, I appreciate you guys supporting me. I appreciate the love, and I appreciate you guys just riding with me on your way to the gym. Y'all are listening to me on your way to work. Some of y'all are listening to me when you first wake up in the morning, right? Some of y'all are probably listening to me while y'all should be paying attention at work, but that's okay because that lets me know that y'all love me and I love y'all. And I really do thank you all for the support. If this is your first time listening to Evolving with Life Coach Jarrell, you are welcome. Be sure to follow the podcast page on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon. And the moment you follow us, you become a member of Team Evolvers. So these my peoples, we are the Evolvers. We evolve individually as well as together. So you all be blessed. You all have the greatest night. And I catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.